bringing home a 30-year-old woman trying to, like for real. Like some men can handle that, some men heart can't. Like because I'm like I said, I'm transparent. Before I think of the worst, which is a woman putting a drink in him and killing him, you feel me? For what? Because of what he said or how he felt. So me, I just, I looked at it like, maybe he just met a female and maybe he just met a female. Maybe he just met a female and got too overexcited.
I will say this though, and it's kind of starting to make sense. So, and it's something to think about. Um, so it's funny how it's been like hours and hours and hours and hours, and we haven't heard anything from anybody in his camp or anybody that knows him really, except like I think his close friend. But we haven't heard like from his family or anything like that, and we haven't heard anything official from law enforcement, like no press conferences. But now here's what I do know is I know that as a matter of protocol, that whenever the police are investigating anything where they believe that a crime is taking place, and sometimes when they really believe it's a crime that has taken place, and if the level of it is sophisticated enough, or if the FBI is involved, or if it's something that they really have to where they have to really like dig deep into something, they will not say anything. Like this dead radio silence is very telling of how police operate whenever they feel, because the reason why they'll do that is because they want to maintain the integrity of the investigation. Like they don't, like for instance, if they're investigating and they're investigating the individual who's being investigated, they don't want that person to be able to turn on the news and see, get the up and up. They and that's the thing that's starting to worry me now. I wonder if it was foul play, because this whole not speaking, like there's allegedly a police report, all this other stuff, and the fact that nobody has come out and said nothing, that's telltale of, and I did read somewhere that I think it was a major I think it was either TMZ or somebody tried to get information from Atlanta Police Department, and they would not confirm or deny. And whenever you hear them say we won't confirm or deny, that means they are investigating. And I know when they investigate and they try to solve something, sometimes you won't hear anything. They won't say anything until the moment of truth, when they really pin it down and they have a suspect or a person of interest and they ain't the public's health, and they want to open up the floodgates to find out if there's any witnesses or anybody. And this is kind of starting to look like that to me,
I second that.
because it's weird how nobody has said nothing. Like this man is a public figure.
Especially TMZ. I mean, TMZ, even though he's not a celebrity, TMZ being on top of it.
Yeah, and somebody said Roland Martin is saying that. I just know how they operate when they do that. Like when you don't hear anything at all, not a peep. That's because they don't want to, they don't want to jeopardize that investigation. And I'm starting to wonder, did he get hurt by somebody and they're investigating it and they just don't want to say anything because they don't want to tip anybody off, and just in case that person is being investigated, they don't want that person to be you know
Yeah, because we have to keep in mind, like even though he was talking to these women, even you don't know who they got. Like you don't know who. So it is a possibility that too. Like you never know.
I don't know. It's
Who,
I hope that wasn't the case, because that'd be messed up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Holly, who confirmed the death? Has that even been confirmed?
That's what I'm saying. Like all these, like TMZ, a lot of people, they reached out to the Atlanta and they say that it is a police report, but they will not confirm or deny it. Now think about it. If you die of natural causes, right? It's not going to be hard for the police to get back and let the press know the person passed away from natural causes, or that they are, or even if they say there seems to be no foul play involved. They can rule things out really fast if it's. But usually, if they investigate something that they think there may be a chance of foul play, and let's say that they don't have all their ducks in a row, they will not give any information to the public right away because they don't want the person, they have a certain amount of time when they're investigating a homicide where they have to keep everything airtight to prevent people from, destroying the integrity of the investigation. So they don't want people to know when they get their ducks in a row, say they start checking phone records or things of that nature and stuff, and they start seeing where people, phone pinging, see where people were by, they check the little records on the towers, the little cell phone towers pinging and all of that. When they get all that together, then they'll come out and they'll say, okay, yay or nay, because they have enough information at that point where they know that they got the information, and they can start pressing people, or they can get down to it. But when they do stuff like this where they don't say nothing, they just try to like keep it airtight, and they don't say nothing. That's because a lot of times they're investigating something, because there's no reason at this point, if they walked in that house and they found that man dead, and they didn't find any reason to believe that there was foul play, in my opinion, right? Then why wouldn't they just go ahead and give the press, a statement? Because the press has been reaching out to them. But to tell the press that we can't confirm or deny, and all this other stuff, and all these hours and hours and hours and hours are going by, and they still not saying nothing, and then a family isn't. That sounds more like maybe the police told the family not to say anything right now, and especially if you tell someone's family that you think that you're investigating and that you don't want to harm the integrity of the investigation, so please don't say anything. Why would the family not release a statement to nobody? The only person talking is the best friend, who he seemed like, he's not, the best friend. I mean, that's, if you somebody your best friend, you probably would say, at least confirm that the person is dead, but he's not really saying much of anything else, like as if he doesn't know or whatever. So I don't know. The whole thing just seems really weird to me.
Yeah, Holly, we mentioned that earlier
Man.
today that we have to wait for the reports. Like I had mentioned, doesn't it take a few days or maybe hours for like the toxology report or like a medical examiner confirming everything, right? Legally before they can expose it? Like we were talking about that earlier. How long it takes. Well, especially for he was a high profile man. But I do know, like I mentioned before earlier tonight, that like, for example, like Prince and some of these people took a while to even confirm what exactly the cause of death was. People can assume, oh, it was this and that. And then the person that was in the room at the end, she would probably know some of it too. So they have to really weed it. And this guy, he's got a lot of people against him. You know what I'm saying? So they really want to confirm 100%, I believe. So I think that's why it's maybe taking a while.
You
But
know,
this is
this
my
person,
opinion.
this person in the comments, Miki, that's a real bad thing to say, about the man. He's passed away. Some of y'all, man, I can't believe like how y'all just it's crazy, man. Just this man had an opinion, much like most of us. And for that, a lot of y'all act like he was the worst person on the planet. You know what's sad about all of
And
this?
this is
It,
another black woman. This is just don't make no sense.
Yeah, we were told not to put anything in those chats, guys. Because listen, what Dante said hours ago, and I don't know if anyone remembers that, but this man had children. So please be respectful because you don't know in the audience who knows who. And we just gotta respect that. It just happened. So too soon to come off your mic and or to chat and say shit like that. Okay, just please be respectful because he does have family.
I mean, the thing is at the end of the day, to me, when I see some of you women or even some of you men that are making negative comments about him and making him out to be like Hitler, you know what that tells me? That just tells me that whatever he was saying, it must have been something he was saying you identified with and took personally, as if he was right. Because I don't see how I'm not really gonna be mad at somebody for their opinion if they get up every day and they get paid to just give their opinion. They're not shooting nobody. They're not hurting nobody. They just giving their opinion. I'm not really going to be that concentrated on that person unless I feel like I identify with something they're saying. Some of the stuff I hear y'all saying, the only thing that goes through my mind when I hear you speak is a hit dog holler. I am not checking for, you know what? You got people that get on the airwaves every day and say things that are completely, egregious. And I don't see nobody saying nothing, checking for them or caring. You know why? Because if you don't identify with it, you're not gonna care about it. In my opinion, the reason why this man is so unpopular with certain people is because y'all don't like the fact that he's saying things that reminds you of yourself. That's my opinion. Because why else would you care? Do you know how many people are in that genre of what you call a manosphere that says negative things every day, and y'all never say one word about them? Not one single word. Y'all don't check for none of them. You guys made this man popular because you checked for him so hard, because I feel what he was saying was so accurate to a lot of y'all that y'all just could not stand the fact that somebody came out and broke you down with such accuracy. In fact, he got famous behind people like some of these people who are acting like this, calling him day in and day out, knowing he's going to do his shit when you call his channel and still calling in. So what does that tell you? Like, let's be logical for a minute. Forget all of the bullshit. What does that tell you? That people would call this man in drones, put themselves in a position to be exposed, and then literally create this man about, make this man so popular, right? And then turn around and blame everybody but themselves, and get upset and blame him. It just like, I mean, come on, like, really look at this. All the man ever actually did was just give his opinion. That's it. And the rest, you guys did it. You guys did all the rest for him. You made him popular. You did everything. So if anybody is upset with Kevin Samuels to where you got to disrespect this man in his death, I mean, well, you're the reason why there's a Kevin Samuels. Kevin Samuels, his fans did not make him who he is. His haters did.
Man, these chats are just something else. Holly, they're like, "Are you hurt?" Like, some of this shit in the chats just blows my mind. It's just crazy. And this is crazy. It's a black man. Could you imagine if it was a white man giving all the women and men
I'm,
opinions? Like, oh,
I'm just seeing this.
Hi,
But
Adam.
here's the thing: is I respect any and everybody in death because they have family members that they leave behind. So when you say, "Are you hurt?" Man, I want you to flip that around. The real question is, are you hurt? You're speaking about a dead man. You're speaking negatively on a dead man. I wouldn't care who this person is, black, white, orange, purple. I have nothing negative, because you know why? Because they are in God's hands now. There is nothing I can say about a person who God has the final word at this point. So if that person was not a good person or whatever the case may be, well, you ain't got to worry about it now. That's something for God to figure out. So, I mean, to say like some of y'all just triggered because this man must have really been saying some things that resonated with you. And it's funny because I know I have sat there and watched Kevin Samuels. I've watched his show with other women. I remember I had an ex, and I sat there and we watched him together. She was unbothered. I think I still got the video because I recorded it and put it on my Facebook. We were laughing. She was unbothered. She was laughing. You know why she was unbothered and she was laughing, in my opinion? Because not one thing he said resonated with her, because it did not fit her personality. She knew that wasn't her. See how that worked? The only people that I've noticed that are getting upset all the time is the people who it seems like something he's saying is resonating with them. I know plenty of women, you know what I'm saying, and men who are not offended by that man. Like they're unbothered. And I'm telling you, I watched a whole show with her, and she did nothing but laugh, and that was it. There was no emotion, no nothing. But then again, this person, she's not an average woman, But a lot of stuff that man was saying, it must have been resonating with some of y'all, man. Because it ain't that. It ain't that. There's like, I want to point out that there are women in the YouTube world who say negative things about men. They have channels, they have whole followings, right? Do you think that I don't care? I can't even I ain't gonna even hold y'all. There's some women that say things and I can't even tell you what they say all the time. I've only heard them, you know, little here and there, because I don't pay attention to them because I don't care because it doesn't apply to me. So I don't care. I'm not going to make them famous because I'm not interested in them. You guys were interested in Kevin Samuels and what he had to say. That's the reason why he was skyrocketed to fame. When he was saying all these things to men and he was doing his little reviews on colognes and perfumes, y'all wasn't checking for him. But the minute that man started talking to women about his opinion, y'all made him famous. His fans, his followers, they didn't make him famous. He had fans and followers before. It was the haters. So think about that.
And Holly, if you really look at, as Dr. Julio said, the net of it, if you take away the way he delivered his message and all that, his true message was to bring people together. If this is what you want, this is what you need to do.
Well, I mean, Kay, you in the comments saying if a crackhead was in the streets, you're gonna be interested. Well, that's the difference between you and me. I don't think I ever checked for a crackhead yelling in the streets. Nothing there to resonate with me. I don't think I have any reason to pay attention to a crackhead yelling in the street. Like again, that goes back to, where our thinking is. Like, like what am I paying attention to? What someone who's out of their mind has to say. That's another point too. If the man is out of his mind or if the woman is out of their mind, why would y'all pay attention to what they got to say? Why would y'all make that person popular? It only goes to show that there's something going on inside of you. You don't pay attention to things that are, I remember my grandfather used to always say, it's not what people call you, it's what you answer by. Like, I don't care about, like, it's almost like you saying, are you the type of person, if you seen somebody, on the street talking to themselves, would you actually go and engage in a conversation with them and really act like that person, is having a conversation with you? Are you delusional? I don't know. People trip me out. All these excuses y'all use to cover the fact that there's something going on within yourself. Because you should never be paying attention to anything that doesn't pertain to you, man. I just hope that there was no foul play involved, and I do know that the man had a daughter, and I know he has, from what I understand, an ex-wife. So prayers go up to that man's family.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like the video. And don't forget to subscribe.